All right, let's talk about love. Specifically, one of the most famous lines, maybe the most famous line in movie history. We're going to dive into why this one phrase, the one we all love, might actually be the biggest lie we've ever been sold about relationships.
Seriously, just think about it for a second. What if that one sentence, the one that gives you goosebumps in a dark movie theater, what if it's actually a psychological trap? What if it's setting us all up for failure before we even begin?
You complete me. It sounds amazing, right? So romantic. But what if that idea, the very concept that you're just a half person looking for your other half, what if that's the real reason so many relationships are filled with anxiety and instability? Let's take a look at how this actually plays out in real life. Okay, so to really get why this is so dangerous, we need a real-world example. So let's dive into a story that honestly might hit a little too close to home for some of us. We're going to talk about Ria and Arav, and their story is basically a textbook case of this two halves idea in action.
So, Ria, like so many of us, she grew up on a diet of rom-coms. She absolutely believed that love was all about finding that one missing piece of her puzzle. And when she met Arav, well, she thought, this is it. He's the one. He's my other half, the key to finally being happy.
And it happened so fast. Before she knew it, her entire emotional world. It was basically outsourced to him. You know what I mean? A good day was a day he texted back quickly. Her self-worth, that completely depended on whether he praised her. See, she wasn't building a life with him. She was building her life around him. It's a subtle but massive difference.
And this is how it starts, right? In these tiny, almost invisible ways, her world started to shrink. First, it was her passions. That dance class she absolutely lived for, yeah, she dropped it. Why? Because he was a little insecure about the attention she got there. Next up, her friends. The ones he kinda didn't vibe with, the ones he felt a little threatened by. She just stopped seeing them as much. And she told herself it was a noble sacrifice, to protect their relationship. And then, finally, it came for her own self-expression. She even started changing the way she dressed because he preferred a more simple look. And the craziest part? She truly believed that erasing parts of herself was the ultimate proof of love. And then it happened. The moment that just completely blew up her world. After some argument, Arav dropped the bomb. He said the one thing she was terrified of hearing. And look, if you genuinely believe you're only half a person, hearing your other half say they need space, well, that doesn't just feel like a breakup. It feels like a death sentence.
So, what really went on here? This wasn't just a simple breakup. No, this was the inevitable collapse of a fundamentally flawed system. So let's get into the nitty-gritty, the psychology behind this dependency trap.
Okay, so here's the core of the problem. We've all been sold this romantic myth. Half a person plus another half a person equals one whole happy couple. Wrong. The psychological reality, the actual truth, is that healthy, lasting love happens when one whole person joins up with another whole person. The goal isn't completion, it's interdependence. And when you operate from that half plus half mindset, it creates this whole checklist of anxious behaviors. It's almost predictable. You stop choosing a partner and start chasing one out of a fear of being alone. You become an overpleaser, your boundaries get all blurry, and you start putting up with stuff you know you shouldn't. And why? Because that fear of being left incomplete is just terrifying. And here's the real kicker. That dependency, it actually destroys the very attraction it's trying to hold on to. It's like a sequence of events. First, your insecurity basically screams, I need you to survive. That dependency then puts an insane amount of pressure on your partner. Suddenly, it's their job to make you feel okay all the time. And guess what pressure does to desire and respect? It absolutely crushes it. All right, so if that old model is completely broken, what do we replace it with? Let's talk about the alternative. It's time for a new script, a new equation for love that's actually healthy and built to last. So let's go back to Ria for a second. Let's just imagine a different version of her, a whole Ria. This Ria, she still goes to her dance class. She still sees her friends. Her self-worth comes from inside, not from him. She genuinely enjoys Arav's company, but she doesn't need it to feel okay. So now when he says he needs a little space, what does she do? She doesn't panic. She says, okay, because she has her own amazing life to get back to. And that right there, that's the heart of interdependence. It's not that needy, anxious, I can't live without you.
And it's also not that distant, cold, I don't need anybody. It's this beautiful, powerful middle ground. It's saying, I am whole and happy on my own, and I am choosing to be with you because you make my already great life even richer. So what does this all mean? It means a total shift in how we think about love and connection. We're moving away from loving out of a feeling of emptiness and toward loving from a place of wholeness. Think of it like this. It's two complete people, two sovereign individuals who just decide, hey, I like your path. Let's walk together for a while.
And the difference this makes is, well, it's everything. When you're whole, you are in the driver's seat. You choose, you don't chase. You can give freely without this constant need for something back. You can love someone with all your heart without losing yourself in the process. And maybe the most important part, you stay because you want to be there, not because you're terrified to leave.
And this leads us to the beautiful irony in all of this. The second you stop desperately needing someone else to make you whole is the exact moment you become truly capable of a deep, strong, healthy love. It's a love built on choice, not on need. It's stronger, it's lighter, and it's just better.
So there it is, the old script, the one we've seen in a million movies and heard in 1,000 songs. And look, it means well, but ultimately it's a script that tells us we're not enough on our own, setting us up for a world of pain.
But now, we have a new script. And let me tell you, this isn't less romantic. It's actually way more powerful. It's a statement of your own value and a real, honest invitation to someone else. It's not about need, it's about choice. And really, that's what true love is all about. So the only question is, which script are you going to live by?